Hey everybody, Dave here, Midwest Picker. This is another What's Sold on eBay video. Why do we do What's Sold on eBay videos? This is for new-ish people that are getting into reselling. You don't want to source a bunch of crap that doesn't sell. You don't want to be like me and have inventory for 2 or 3 or 5 years. You want to know what actually sells. So I did source stuff that wasn't real smart, and I'm trying to blow it out, put it on sale, free shipping, donate it to a thrift store, whatever. I have to say, if I'm going to toot my own horn, Joey agrees with me, I've gotten smarter over the years. So I'm very picky and particular about what I source now. And I don't just buy anything just because it has sold comps on eBay. It's got to make sense. It's got to sell quick. It's got to have a good profit margin. So I just don't buy anything anymore. So this is a really cool video. This is about stuff that I've sold in the month of May, and this is not everything. This is more of the interesting things. One of them is a foot warmer from a Victorian era carriage buggy. My sister gave this to me, my precious sister. She gave this to me and said, here, sell this. And I thought, wow, this is really cool. This is like $50, $60, $80 item. And if you don't know, this is like kind of like a metal box that has a fabric cover and a little tray for hot coals. People would put their feet on it and keep their feet warm in the wintertime when they're riding in a horse-drawn carriage. Really, really cool. Very old. Now, you're thinking to yourself, Dave, where am I going to find this? Well, you know, if you go to garage sales, flea markets, estate sales, auctions, you might see something that's metal, mechanical. Like, what is that? And if you don't know, that's okay. If you can get it at a good price, just use the app called Google Lens on your smartphone. Take a photo of the item, and it will go on the internet and do a photo search for that item. Now, it's not 100% accurate. You still have to do your research and figure out what it is. But if you can get it cheap and it looks like it's in good shape, just buy it and then go home and research it yourself. That's what I do with a lot of stuff. I am no expert when it comes to sewing machines, VCRs, cast iron drill presses, these old vintagey items. But if I can get them cheaper for free, I'll snatch them up and I'll research them later. First up is this bizarre ashtray, and this video is going to go quick. I don't want to waste your time. Sold this for $34.95. If you didn't know, vintage ashtrays from the 1950s, 60s, 70s, the weirder the better, they do sell. And if you could source them cheap, grab them. Next up is a dud. This is an Austin Powers action figure, sold for $14.95. Love the movie. Hate the merchandise and the action figures. They don't sell. Nobody seems to want them, so this is a pass. Also, that stupid thing took 2 years to sell. Very low profit margin. Next is a head gasket kit, free to me. Oh yeah, 130 bucks. This is flat, came in a box already, super sweet. Friend of mine was cleaning out his pole barn. He said, Dave, come on over. I got some stuff for you. Just gonna throw it away or donate it. And he gave this to me. There's going to be more items in this video, free to me. This is awesome. It had a part number on there, John Deere, model number, part number, looked it up. Everybody else was selling them for more money. I undercut the competition, did some free shipping, gone. Next are vintage car U-joints. These are just car parts. Vintage, still new in the box, had to make sure of that. I bought like 30 of these on Facebook Marketplace. They're very heavy, by the way. It came in a big plastic tote, weighed about 60 pounds. So these sold for 30 bucks. Take some pictures, list it, gone. Next is this vintage model train car. I think it's an engine, I can't remember. Sold it for 20 bucks. Still new in the box. I got a bunch of vintage model train cars, engines, track, buildings, bridges, a bunch of stuff from a live in-person auction. Does take some time, but this stuff does sell. You're not going to believe this one. Joey was like shocked. He about fell off his pedestal when he saw this. $59.95 for a John Deere manual. Got this for free from my buddy who was cleaning out his pole barn. He had a whole box full of manuals, catalogs, just a bunch of stuff. Very dirty, kind of beat up, but people are looking for this. The John Deere tractors and farm equipment seems to last forever, and people always misplace the owner's manuals. And they will sell. If you can find them, buy them. Another John Deere manual. Can you believe it? $19.95, free to me. Sold. This was only like 20 pages, very thin. I bought a bunch of these cardboard mailers, 12 by 12, and you can slip in all of these little catalogs, owner's manuals, just little things like that. Super nice. Got 25 of them for like 20 bucks. They work great. Next is a Joe Camel die-cast semi-truck. This came in its own little display case, sold for $49.95. I think I inherited this from my dad. I don't know. I had two of them, sold one, going to keep one. Joe Camel stuff does sell. Depends on what it is. Of course, if it's like a varsity jacket, golf umbrella, something big, they go for a lot of money. I got some Joe Camel playing cards. They don't go for a whole lot of money. But the hard to find stuff, Zippo lighters, sell for good money. So here's the Victorian foot warmer. I'm going to put some pictures up. This is used in a horse-drawn carriage. Like I said, you put hot coals in the tray, put your feet on it, keeps your feet warm. And these do turn up, not just antique stores. You will find these at estate sales, flea markets. Some people don't know what they are. This is an unusual shape. It's kind of like a triangular shape. I don't know. If I saw this sitting in a flea market, I'd have no idea. But my sister educated me on this, told me what it is. She did the research. But these antique, 1800s, early 1900s, turn of the century items, little kerosene heaters, little foot warmers, little hand warmers, bread toasters. My sister taught me that too. Early toasters before electricity are very strange looking when it comes to like little kitchen appliances and tools. Those things turn up all the time. Also mechanical tools like a little drill press, a little bandsaw before electricity. You might see those somewhere, garage sales even, and the seller might not even know what it is. But if it looks old and metal, mechanical, in good shape, just take a chance. If you can get it for $2 or $5, what the heck? It's fun to take it home and research it. This sold very well. I don't know if I mentioned I sold this foot warmer for $50, best offer. I think I had it listed for $65.95. Took about, oh gosh, I don't know, 9 months, almost a year, but I took a best offer of $50 plus shipping on top. Next is this teeny tiny Kawasaki owner's manual, this little green thing. I mean, it was like 3 inches by 5 inches, free to me from my buddy. I couldn't believe anybody would want this, but it's free. Why not? Just take some pictures and list it. It sold $15.50. Next is some retail arbitrage. That's a French word that Joey did not know, and I had to teach him. That's when you buy something retail from a brick and mortar store, most likely, something that's on clearance or on sale, and you hold on to it. You wait for people to lose their minds. It could be discontinued. It could be hard to find. And then you flip it and you sell it for more than what you paid, obviously. This is Coca-Cola Oreo cookie flavored Coke Zero. Tastes like dirt. I did a taste test short. If you look at my shorts on my YouTube channel, I did a quick little taste test. Does not taste good at all. But people like it. It was limited edition, so I bought 4 bottles. I think I paid $2 something per bottle, so I didn't make a huge profit. But I held on to them, and you can't sell expired items very easily on eBay. I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't do it, whether it's over-the-counter medication or food. So I made sure they were not expired. I also put these 4 bottles in a 1-gallon Ziploc bag when I boxed them up, because if they, for some reason, leak and they drip through the box at the post office will be very angry. So anytime you sell a liquid, I don't care if it's a can of SpaghettiOs, if it's a bottle of pop, if it's a little pint can of paint, whatever it is, I highly recommend you put it in a Ziploc bag when you box it up. Cost of goods, like I said, is around $10. Sold for $24.95. I thought they would go higher, but they didn't. That's called speculating. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Next is a car lift manual with a bunch of other documents. Again, free to me. $34.95. Easy sell. Put it all in a 12 by 12 cardboard mailer. Gone. Now, in the past, if I went to a flea market, estate sale, garage sale, auction, and I saw a pile of manuals, whether they're John Deere or not, doesn't matter. It could be riding mowers, it could be power tools, it could be anything. I used to pass by those things all the time. I thought, well, you can go online and get the PDF. Why would people buy these? A lot of people like the paper, the original manual, and they'll go on eBay to find it, and they sell like crazy. And if you're the only one, some of these John Deere ones are very scarce, If I'm the only one, I'm going to really boost that price up 30, 40, 50 bucks, take an offer, guaranteed to sell. Not every sale is a big sale. This is a Lions Club International lapel pin sold for $13.50. And I still have about 200 of these Lions Club International lapel pins on my eBay store. They sell, but they take a long time. Sold this autographed playbill, autographed by the one and only Imogene Coca.
I don't know, Doris. Why did you take me here? What is this? I don't know what you put me here for.
Oh, Charles, don't be so stubborn. You're going to love this restaurant.
Sold for $19.95. This is uncertified, unverified autograph. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dave. Why would anybody pay $19.95 for this autograph if you can't verify the authenticity? Well, you can't verify everything. Now, this is not Elvis's signature. It's not Frank Sinatra. It's not Abraham Lincoln. This is just Imogene Coca. Wonderful lady, great comedian from the 1950s. People like her. And it's not like I'm asking $1,900. So don't be afraid if you see autographed programs or playbills or magazines or books. Even books on the inside will have the author's signature on there. You don't have to get them authenticated and certified to sell them. Just disclose that in the description that this is not authenticated or certified, but it looks like the autograph of fill in the blank, and people will buy it. This one I just don't get. KEM fuel pump catalog. Now this is a catalog that's way outdated. It's not even an owner's manual, and it sold for $9.95. So catalogs, basically, if they're old and outdated, they're basically garbage. You can't order anything from them, but people like to peruse through them. If they own the product, they want to see it in the original catalog, people buy it. So hey, easy 10 bucks. Sold this metal storage case. I think it's either microscope slides or 35 millimeter slides. I'm not sure. It's kind of a famous brand if you collect vintagey items like this. Took a long time to sell though. Took a best offer of $20. It's been so long I have no idea where I got it or what I paid for it. The last items are glassware, too many to mention, Villeroy and Bach plates. I'm going to put pictures up while I'm yapping, but I'm not going to go over each individual one. There's too many. Dinner plates, salad plates, bowls, coffee cups, all ceramic, highly collectible. People love it. If you can source Villeroy and Bach at a good price, examine it carefully. Make sure there's no chips, no damage. You can find these at thrift stores all over the place. You just have to know what to look for, and people will buy it. And my mother-in-law bought, I don't know, 60, 70 pieces, or had them given to her. So I'm selling them on consignment for her. So I'm paying her some money and I keep some money. But man, every week I'm selling either one individual plate or 4 or 8, and people pay shipping because they're heavy, but they sell like crazy. So that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned something from this video, what to source, what not to source, things that take a long time, things that don't make a huge profit, some things that do, some garbage that people would normally throw away. You can sell it on eBay. I've made videos in the past. Check out the thumbnails. I sell trash on eBay. It's got a lot of views. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Joey, do you have any comments? He wanted to wear the cowboy hat, and man, that thumbnail, that picture of me as a cowboy, I used ChatGPT to make that image. And I asked ChatGPT, can you make my image look like a cowboy? And it said, sure. I just upload a picture. So I uploaded a stock picture of myself. I think it looks really creepy and weird. I thought it was just going to like Photoshop a cowboy hat on my head. It redid the whole photo, just re-imaged it as me. It doesn't really look like me. It looks like a zombie in a cowboy hat. I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think of that picture of me on the thumbnail? I think it looks weird. I don't know. And speaking of weird, I do have playlists. So if you're on my YouTube channel, I have playlists like live, shorts, and then I have a playlist called stories or true stories. And if you like bizarre, crazy stories that are true, that involved me, there's about 8 of them. Check it out. They're family friendly, except for that one about the meat department where I worked at a grocery store. That's kind of PG. But the rest are totally safe for kids in the room. Don't worry about that. Until next time, see ya.